1, 2, 3, 4, knocking at your door. It's none other than me, DJ Rob Swift from Queens, NYC, here in Europe, and you're checking out Love Soul TV with the Love Soul DJs. Word up. Representing for my boys, Ill Insanity, Executioners, Rain, One Love.
Okay, so we're here backstage at the DMC finals. We've just witnessed the actual championship, and it's not that often that I get to say I'm in the presence of a legend, but I really am, and it is DJ Rob Swift. What's going on, sir?
What up? How's everything, y'all? Rob Swift checking in.
What does a DMC mean to you as a turntablist?
It's a forum for DJs to basically expose themselves and their talents and their creativity to the world. Any aspiring young DJ that wants to get respect from people like myself and Qbert, one of the main things that they strive to do is win one of these kind of battles so that they could end up on the DVD, and so that DVD is spread and distributed throughout the world and people are seeing him or her. So the DMC is a historic organization that has opened the doors for DJs like myself, Qbert, Rock Raider, Mr. Sinister, all types of DJs to go on and make a career doing this for a living. So I'm happy to be here today, and it's definitely an honor for me that they asked myself to show up and do my little routine and stuff.
So obviously it's the 25th year anniversary, so it's a very, very special occasion. And you were brought over here by Rain Scratch Live to perform with sort of the advancement of technology, things like Scratch Live coming in. How has that changed you as a DJ, as a creator of, I suppose, music, really, from what you do?
Excuse me. The technology has definitely been a big influence on what I do as a DJ. It's basically opened up a lot more possibilities as a performer. For example, I'm down with a crew now called Ill Insanity. It's myself, Total Eclipse, and DJ Precision. And when I compare our routines and our creative process at home in front of the turntables to the back in the days when it was the Executioners, myself, Rock Raider, Total Eclipse, Mr. Sinister, the difference is night and day. And I say that because now with technology like Serato Scratch Live, with new mixers like the Rain TTM 57, which I use today, it's made it possible for us to do more and try more. When we were coming up as the Executioners, practicing for world tours and stuff like that, what we would do is we would find records, the actual 12-inch vinyl, and cut it up. And it was 4 of us. So we would have to find 4 duplicates of the same record and then practice with it. And after a couple of months, 2-3 months, that record would get worn out, from scratching it over and over again. And then one of us would have to go find that record. And if it was a classic, vintage, rare record, there were times where we couldn't do the routine anymore because, we couldn't find a new copy, or the records that we did have would just sounded really ashy and just run down. With technology now, Serato Scratch Live, we could cut up MP3s, but we're still using turntables, and the control records is basically exactly the same as vinyl. So we don't have to worry about wearing a record out. It just expands the creative process. It makes it so that we're not as limited in trying things and using certain kind of records. For example, I may hear something on TV that I think would work well in a routine. I could lift it right off the TV set, make an MP3 of this sound or this beat or this person singing, whatever it is, and instantaneously, within seconds, literally, I have that source of music or sound that I wanted to experiment with and try. Before Serato Scratch Live, if I heard something on TV, it would just be, oh man, that would have worked, or man, I would have liked to try to use that. but now I could actually, experiment and apply that idea that I have from watching something because of the technology. I haven't turned my back on the essential tools, the traditional tools of what it is that we do. And even my routine today here at the DMC, I incorporated vinyl within my set. So I still, incorporate the traditional style of DJing and also make use of the new technology.
So you're definitely embracing the new technology. Even us, as we're also DJs ourselves, and we use Scratch Live and also the 57 as well. And we found that it helps to expand musically what we do,
Exactly.
which is really important. And how important is it for you to come over to Europe and all the major cities in Europe and perform?
Honestly, and I mean this, I'm being candid and honest. I feel like Europe is the last stop for true appreciation of the art of DJing. I feel like over the past few years, music has changed a lot. The kind of people that listen to music are different from the music lovers and fans that grew up watching me, for example, in the 90s. I feel like, especially back home, I'm almost actually sad to say that the art of DJing doesn't seem to be appreciated as much as it is here in Europe. And what I mean by that is not that there aren't DJs. There's a lot of DJs in the States, but I feel that a lot of the DJs now, the new ones that are making names for themselves, aren't necessarily pushing the envelope. They aren't necessarily doing anything to push the art form. And I think here in Europe, there's still that appreciation for doing more to a turntable than just letting the record play. And even touring, I find myself touring more here in Europe than I do in the States sometimes. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that I think historically Europeans have always appreciated art, good art, whether it was watching Miles Davis or welcoming Jimi Hendrix or watching someone like myself do what I do on the turntables. It's just something about the European culture. I feel that like you guys over here always take art in a serious way and want to dive into it and learn more about the art form, the artist, and what he or she is doing. And I always get that vibe when I come out here. So touring is always fun and inspiring. It makes me want to go home and work on new stuff. I'm actually going to be touring out here in December with my boys, Inland Sanity, Executioners. It's going to be myself, Total Eclipse, DJ Precision, and we're bringing my man, Mr. Sinister. We're going to bring him back, and it's going to be a sort of like an Executioners reunion in a way. So it's going to be a lot of fun this December. Make sure you come out and check us out. What we do is something you definitely have to witness live.
Where can the people watching on Love Soul TV connect with you online? MySpace, Twitters, websites, etc.
You can check me out at my website, djrobswift.com. You could also log on to myspace.com/djrobswift. Hit me up, send me a shout. I love to hear from you guys. It's definitely, a pleasure to always speak to the people out there that support my music. And look out for my new album. It's called The Architect. It's coming out on Epicac Records. That's Mike Patton's label from Faith No More. The Architect is dropping February 2010. I'm really excited about the album. And I would describe it as being Mozart meets Rob Swift.
Thank you very, very much for taking the time out. Just before we go, we do have a little present for you. It's a limited edition. Let me just open this out for you. Love Soul t-shirt.
No doubt.
Made for people with muscles.
No
there
doubt.
you go.
Thank you very much. Word up. Thank you very much. Rob Swift signing out. Got my t-shirt. Word up. Europe, it's been great. Glad to be here in London, and I'm looking forward to coming back in December with my crew, the Executioners, Mr. Sinister, Total Eclipse Precision. It's gonna be a great tour, so stay tuned.